The most powerful legions of Rome were repeatedly defeated by an army of fugitive slaves, led by a Thracian gladiator. As a result of these victories, the Roman Republic found itself facing a massive rebellion that would later be known as the Third Servile War, 7371 BCE. Although Spartacus is still remembered today as one of the boldest symbols of freedom, the true strength of the rebel army he led has surprised many. Numbering over 120,000, this force repeatedly blocked the advance of Roman armies. What made Spartacus special was not only his military success, but also the countless legends and mysterious tales surrounding him. Initially an imprisoned slave, Spartacus soon became a renowned hero. So much so that Rome had never seen a slave uprising of this scale before. Slavery was a common reality of the Roman Empire. Through wars and trade, tens of thousands of people were captured and enslaved. Experts estimate that out of Italy's population of about 5 million, around 1.5 million were slaves. Gladiators held a special place within this system. Though treated somewhat better than other slaves, they were still forced to fight deadly battles every day for the entertainment of the Roman masses. In this harsh environment, rebellious slaves like Spartacus burned with the dream of breaking their chains. Sources about Spartacus's life before slavery are limited. Ancient writers record that he was a Thracian mercenary who served in the Roman army, before being captured and sold to a gladiator school in Capua. Thrace was a region in the southeastern Balkans, including what is now the Thrace region of modern Turkey. At the Capua school, Spartacus was trained as a heavily armed Murmillo gladiator. The historian Sallust described him as a man of great strength and spirit. Some sources also claim he was skilled in warfare and guerrilla tactics. Although the exact origins of these abilities remain uncertain, it is certain that he soon became a slave forced to fight to the death in the arena. In 73 BC, Spartacus and about 70 gladiators escaped from the school in Capua, armed with kitchen utensils. The runaway slaves quickly attacked wealthy estates to seize weapons and supplies. They even captured a wagon loaded with weapons meant for gladiators. With these resources combined, Spartacus's army suddenly became a surprisingly dangerous force. The fugitives retreated to the summit of Mount Vesuvius for safety, and as new recruits continued to arrive, their numbers grew into tens of thousands. Alongside Spartacus, Gallic gladiators Crixus and Enemos also led the rebel forces. The first major battle took place at the foot of Mount Vesuvius. Spartacus's forces, surrounded by Roman troops, quietly descended from the mountain using long ladders woven from vines and attacked from behind, completely defeating the enemy legion. After this humiliating defeat, Rome was forced to send new troops. However, at that time, Sertorius's rebellion in Spain and Mithridates' threat in Anatolia occupied Rome's best legions, leaving mostly inexperienced soldiers in Italy. These troops were no match for Spartacus's tactics. Spartacus and Crixus continued to defeat every Roman force sent against them, achieving even greater victories. These successes further fueled the fire of rebellion among slaves, bringing even more recruits into their ranks. With this growing momentum, Spartacus quickly became Rome's worst nightmare. The Roman Senate then called upon Marcus Licinius Crassus, the wealthiest and most ruthless commander of his time, to suppress the rebellion. Crassus was given command of 8 legions, totaling about 40,000 men. He imposed strict discipline on his army, first strengthening inexperienced soldiers through rigorous training, then reinstating the ancient punishment of decimation, executing every 10th man who fled from battle. With this newly disciplined force, Crassus soon began to outmatch Spartacus's guerrilla strategies, gradually narrowing the rebels' movement with siege and ambush tactics. Over time, strategic differences arose between Spartacus and Crixus. Spartacus planned to lead his army north beyond the Alps to disperse the slaves back to their homelands, while the Gallic Crixus sought to continue plundering within Italy. Eventually, Crixus broke away with about 30,000 rebels and was ambushed and defeated by Roman forces under Lucius Gellius near Mount Garganus. Crixus's separation marked a crucial turning point in the uprising. While the remaining rebels attempted to advance north to cross the Alps, Spartacus made a deal with Cilician pirates to escape to Sicily. However, after taking his money, the pirates betrayed him and sailed away. Meanwhile, Pompey returned from Spain with his army. Spartacus sent Crassus an offer for peace, but it was rejected. In the end, Spartacus decided to launch one final attack. In Calabria, southern Italy, surrounded by Crassus's forces, he fell in battle. His body was never found. The site of this battle is today known as Senertia, near modern Lucania, Campania, where fragments of Roman armor and swords have been unearthed since 1899. Victorious, Crassus captured about 6,000 surviving rebels and crucified them along the Appian Way, a gruesome warning stretching from Capua to Rome. Spartacus's motives and goals have long divided ancient historians. According to Plutarch, Spartacus sought to lead his army north and free each of his men. Appian and Florus, however, claimed that he intended to march on Rome itself, though Appian later stated that this plan was abandoned. Modern historians generally agree that Spartacus was motivated less by revolutionary ideals and more by the pursuit of freedom for himself and his followers. Indeed, his actions focused not on destroying Roman society, but on securing safety for his people. The legends surrounding Spartacus add another dimension to his story. According to Plutarch, Spartacus was married to a prophetess of his own tribe. Though this tale gives him a mystical aura, it appears in no other source and cannot be proven historically. Such details likely emerged from the storytelling traditions of the time, which often blended history with myth. Spartacus's legacy is undeniably immense. The Enlightenment thinker Voltaire described the rebellion as the only just war in history, while Karl Marx called Spartacus the most magnificent man in all of ancient history. For centuries, his revolt inspired movements against oppression. In the early 20th century, the Spartacus League in Germany took its name from his uprising. Even the Soviet football club Spartak Moscow was named in his honor. To this day, the name Spartacus remains a universal symbol of defiance and resistance against injustice. In conclusion, the story of Spartacus carries both historical truth and legendary grandeur. Though sources are limited and often contradictory, one thing is clear: Spartacus was the leader of slaves who fought to the death and represented their dream of freedom. His saga exposed the brutal reality of Rome's slave system while becoming a timeless symbol of solidarity and hope in the face of tyranny. After the rebellion, Crassus and Pompey converted their newfound prestige into political power, eventually becoming consuls, decisions that would shake the very foundations of the Roman Republic. In the modern world, the name Spartacus continues to live on as a symbol of resistance and the eternal struggle for freedom. And the story of Spartacus doesn't end here. In the dust of history, every flame for freedom leaves its echo. If you've felt that fire too, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. And if you crave more tales like this, explore my other videos. For the secrets of the past are always waiting to be uncovered. This is the legacy of history, where the past still breathes and where freedom always finds a voice.